Hi guys, welcome back to Crime Time with Jess. So the Menendez brothers just making a liar out of me, right? So I was saying, oh, I think Lyle's marriage is gonna last. I don't know what it is. They look alike, blah blah blah. Well, I was wrong. I was terribly wrong. Okay, I thought it would be Eric, and I still am gonna stand on that because the probability, honestly, of both of these brothers' marriages lasting outside of jail is so low. I mean, just one marriage, you have a 50-50 shot in real life. A prison marriage coming against the real life, even lower. So, I knew one of them was going to do something. I just thought it would be if they were released. Wrong. And this is not the first time for Mr. Lyle Menendez. Okay. Hi, Justice Jane. This is the second time that Mr. Lyle Menendez wants to have affairs. How is this man having affairs and cheating on his wives in prison? I mean, with the dating pool, I got single friends, okay? They can't find anyone. This man is just finding all kinds of women in jail. I don't know what it is with people and the jail thing, but let's get to it because it's not just a different woman. This young lady is 21 years old. Lyle is 57 years old. Okay, so let's just read it. Let's just look at it. The Daily Mail has posted it, and Rebecca Sneed, Lyle's wife, has commented on the Facebook page that she runs for Lyle. Let's go ahead and read it. Okay. Romance. Oh, what is all this? There's so many ads on the Daily Mail. Calm down. No, I don't want to look at any of the ads. Great gracious. See all these ads? Okay. So Menendez brothers prison romance with 35 years younger blonde British student. And there's pictures, and she's been up to the jail to see him. Okay. So it says convicted murderer Lyle Menendez is having a clandestine fling from his prison cell with a British university student he met online. Sources say Lyle, 56, is so besotted with blonde Millie Buxey, 21 years old, that he has even told her he wants to divorce his devoted wife, who he married in 2003, the month before his new love was born. Guys, listen. I'm not even the type of person to crap all over a May-December relationship because I have one. Me and my significant other have been together 11 years. We have a 12-year age gap. Okay. That was very difficult for the first 2 years for me to accept. I absolutely hated it. I did not. I felt very judged by people. It was very weird for me. I'd never dated anyone younger. So I'm very cautious, in criticizing anyone that has a May-December relationship. But this seems more like a different century relationship. I mean, 35 years. What the hell? Like he could be her grandfather. I couldn't be Tyler's mother unless I gave birth at 12 years old. But, well, I guess if he was Billy Falau, he could be her grandfather. More like her dad, but an old dad, really, Let's continue reading this. So it says, Lyle adores Millie. Oh, I'm sure he does. Wonder what kind of pictures he's getting in jail. An insider with knowledge of the romance told dailymail.com, quote, and she refers to him as her boyfriend even though he's married. And it just gets worse. It just goes right downhill from here, okay? So it says the romance first blossomed at the start of this year when Lyle spotted Millie on a Facebook group in his name that is run by his wife, Rebecca Sneed, who's 55 years old. She's 2 years younger than Lyle. Rebecca has been running this Facebook page for Lyle and Eric um, for a long time. Okay. Lyle meets the 21-year-old in the Facebook group. Okay. And you guys may be wondering, well, how the hell is he on Facebook? Well, we're about to find out. So it says, according to those familiar with the situation, he initially approached her under an alias before confessing his true identity to the smitten student. Let's just kick it off with a bang, and I'm going to lie to you about who I am right from the door. Okay. So it says, since then, their romance has spiced up and even led to Lyle getting busted by prison guards at the top security Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego, California, for possessing a contraband cell phone he was using to contact his new squeeze. Like Lyle, sir. He's just been doing this stuff within the last year. So he knows that his paperwork and his brother's paperwork were on Gascon's desk. Okay. He's got a cell phone, contraband cell phone he shouldn't even have in there. And he's cheating on his wife with it. Yeah, and he got caught. He got caught. So it says a record of that incident was included in ousted Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon's resentencing memo. So Gascon was aware of it. Filed in Los Angeles at the end of October. It showed he was caught with the phone on March 15th in the cell he shares with multiple other people. Despite being busted, DailyMail.com, listen, here's him and his new squeeze. Okay. Despite being busted, DailyMail.com has learned that Lyle has since acquired a second illicit cell phone, which he has been using to stay in touch with a University of Manchester student. Guys, Jesus, Lyle. This is him and his new girlfriend. This is Granddaddy Lyle with his 21-year-old girlfriend. And you guys mean to tell me that when these two people, if, because it's a big if at this point, I got something else to talk about with them getting out. It is looking very bleak for them, I have to say. But if they get out, you really think they're going to stay faithful to these 20, 30-year marriages that they jail marriages? That there's an important distinction, okay? This is not just marriages. And again, people can disagree with me all they want. I don't care. Have your opinion. But I see the Gypsy Rose effect happening to these two people, Lyle and Eric, if and when they are released. People are cheering for them now. Wait until they get out. Wait until human nature takes over, okay? And again, there's all these different prospects. I do not see them being faithful. I see them doing some stuff. And once they, just like Gypsy, go look buck wild and run off with another guy. Her prison marriage lasted 60 days on the outside after 2-3 years on the inside, okay? So it just, and then the public's going to turn on them and hate them and say a bunch of shit, and they're never going to forgive them. And they're always going to say, you're parent killers, killed your parents. I just see it happening. So here's Lyle. Let's peep the scene. Interesting that he went back to a blonde woman, because Lyle was married before. And hold on a second. I don't want to yell in you guys' ear, but hold on. I need some water. My mouth is dry. Just give me 1 sec. Here, I'll leave you guys with a picture of that so you can really give that a gander of his new 21-year-old British college student, soon to be wife. He wants to marry her. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I forgot my water. So. Sorry. If that was really loud in your ear, I so apologize. I just need some water. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying because I can't see my screen. And hi, he's older. Yes, Justice Jane. Much older. Much older. 36 years older. By my math. Could be 37. But so yeah, Lyle Menendez, 56, so actually 35. Started an affair with 21-year-old British student Millie Buxey and had her come all the way from Manchester, England, okay, to visit him in prison on September 14th. So he's caught with his cell phone that he's contacting her with in March. By September, she's at the prison from across the pond. I mean, look at him. Look at him, all hugged up. Lord, have mercy. All right, so here she is. Here's a really good, picture of her. She's a pretty girl. I don't know what the hell she's thinking. But again, hybristophilia is a hell of a thing. So it says Lyle's secret affair with the university student began online after he messaged her after spotting her on his wife's Facebook group she runs in his name. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So see this picture here? It says Buxey changed the cover of her Facebook page to a picture of Ocean Beach in San Diego on September 17th. The beach is just 20 miles from Imperial Beach, where Lyle's wife, Rebecca Sneed, 55, relocated to be closer to him. Listen, okay. But you might be a little surprised because Rebecca Sneed has something to say about this, and it's not what I was expecting. So it says she has even made the 5,300-mile journey from her home in Altrincham, Greater Manchester, to San Diego to visit her much older boyfriend, and was photographed with him in prison. Photos exclusively obtained by DailyMail.com show the pair inside the prison. In one, they pose in front of one of the distinctive murals in the prison yard with their arms wrapped lovingly around each other. In another, they pose with a large dog. And a third has Millie sitting on Lyle's knee. A timestamp on the picture shows it was taken on Saturday, September 14th, a date corresponding with the Friday to Sunday visiting hours at the lockup and 9 days before Millie's university started its fall semester. What a thing. Let me run off to San Diego and see my jail boyfriend, and then I'm going to start college. I mean, wow. So it says, in what appears to be a loving gesture to her jailbird lover, Millie changed the cover photo on her Facebook page. Yeah, we already said that. The beach in the laid-back surfer neighborhood has a distinctive Palm Ridge promenade, and cream lifeguard towers, both of which can be seen in Millie's photo. And an ironic twist, Ocean Beach is just 20 miles from Imperial Beach, the southern San Diego neighborhood where Lyle's lawyer wife. I didn't know Rebecca was a lawyer. Did you guys know that? I did not know that. So Lyle's lawyer wife has lived since relocating from California's state capital of Sacramento in October 2020 to be closer to him. What a shame. What a shame. When DailyMail.com attempted to contact Millie at her home in England, Her father, Peter, 78, firmly closed the door. A spokesperson for the Menendez family did not respond to a request for comment. Yeah, because that is a PR nightmare. This is, you're so close yet so far, but yes, a lot closer than you've ever been to getting out. Why on earth would you do this? I mean, stupid. This is just stupid. And what it says to me is Lyle cannot control himself as much as people want to think that he can. So it says when dailymail.com, I don't know. Sorry. Lyle's latest fling is not the first time he has been caught cheating on his spouse from prison. His first marriage to Chicago native Anna Erickson came to a juddering halt in 2001 after she caught him sending love letters to another woman. Yep. So here's him and Miss Millie with the dog. And he's got his hand on her knee and she's lovingly touching his arm. This is so puke worthy. I'm sorry. It really is. Oh, here we go. So she's sitting on his lap. Look at him. Look at them. Good grief. Can you imagine being her parents? I would be so mad. I would be so mad. Sitting on his lap. Lyle had, well, we'll read it when we get there. So this is Lyle and Rebecca. This is his wife. Lyle wants to divorce his devoted lawyer wife, Rebecca Sneed, he allegedly told Buxy. And there's Eric and Lyle. And there's Millie again. Oh, wow. This woman here, this is Anna Erickson. This is Lyle's first wife. And I think they were married 3 or 4 years. And then he got caught sending love letters to other women. And she divorced him. But she was beautiful. I mean, Anna Erickson was a very, very pretty woman. It says, but this time the stakes are higher for Lyle and his brother Eric, who have become a cause celebre following the smash hit success of Ryan Murphy's biographical crime drama. I cannot read. I cannot read today. I have too many thoughts going on in my head. I want to see what else is. So, yeah, this is the other thing that I wanted to talk about. I was listening to the DA-elect because you guys know that District Attorney George Gascon lost his bid for re-election, and he was the one that wanted them resentenced, yada, yada. So now there's a new DA-elect. I think he takes office December 2nd. Either the 2nd or the 9th. But he's about to take office soon. DA Hochman. I was listening to an interview with him the other day, you guys, and I was listening to it and I was thinking to myself, this does not sound promising for them. Like he was talking about, I want to go over everything again and I want to do all this stuff. And I was just thinking to myself, for something about this just doesn't sound good on their part. And then, sure enough, last night I was watching another detective, not a detective that was on the case, but a detective that was friends or that is friends with DA Hochman. And he was saying, I don't think that they should ever get out. And he said, when Gascon let their case sit on his desk for 18 months. He was like, and then in the 11th hour, he announces that he wants the Menendez brothers free. He said, but, he said Hockman said that was inappropriate for them to be resentenced. I got to get to where Rebecca Sneed comments, because she did, and I'm not seeing that for some reason. I read it earlier. Who is this? Oh, Lord. Here's Millie with her parents. How embarrassing. Girl, you. There she is with all her college friends. This is Eric's future wife here. Trying to get. Yes. Where is Rebecca Sneed's comments? I know they did not take that down. I was literally just reading it before I went live with you guys. I was reading what she was saying, because she posted it on Facebook. She posted it on the Facebook group, her response to this. And I just kind of tilted my head at it. Hold on. Where the heck? This is frustrating. Let me click on her name and see if it will take me to her response. No, this is going to piss me off. Sorry. Let me see. Daily Mail. Rebecca Sneed. It really should have been in that article. Wife response. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Not that one. I'm trying, guys. It's taking me a minute. It's snowing there, really? It's not snowing here, thank God. But all right, you guys should be able to see that. Right? Yep. Okay, so let's get rid of that. What is that?
The bus.
Oh, gosh, it's so dark. It's kind of creepy looking. So it says Lyle Menendez's wife reveals the pair have separated as she vows to stand by his side despite him wanting to marry his blonde student love. You guys, so messy. So messy, they're not even out of jail. Tell me again, this is not going to be... Gypsy Rose was the trial run. If these two get out, it's going to be open season. I'm calling it out. Lyle Menendez's heartbroken wife has admitted that she and the convicted double murderer are separated after DailyMail.com's blockbuster exclusive telling how he is having a fling with 21-year-old student Millie Buxey. Rebecca Sneed, 55, took to Facebook to break the news to followers of Lyle and his younger brother, Eric. Guys, well, this is a quote. Guys, this is not a cheating scandal, she wrote. I don't know what her definition of cheating is, but okay. Quote, Lyle and I have been separated for a while now, but remain best friends and family. Okay. Okay. She said she is continuing to run his Facebook page with input from him, and she is committed to fight on for the brothers. I will never stop fighting for them, she added. Within hours of DailyMail.com's story posting, Sneed had posted a cryptic message saying, quote, love, loyalty, family, and friendship change shape over time but still exist. Listen, lady, tell yourself whatever you need to get through the night. She was never in jail. So several hours later, she published a second message. Okay. I'm not trying to be mean. I know this probably hurts her feelings, but I wish people would pay attention. Pay attention. Don't be a Ryan Anderson. Okay. Don't be a Rebecca Sneed. Don't be a Tammy Menendez. Don't. Because you are signing yourself up for pain. Most of these marriages, they're not real. They're not in reality. They're jailhouse marriages, and these women or men, Ryan Anderson, they get so caught up in that love talk that prisoners do because all they have is time. And so all they have is time to tell you how much they love you and care about you and blah, 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 and all about their life. And they're a very captive audience because what else do they all they have is time. So they have time to listen to you go on and on and on about your life. And for a lonely person or a person, I think, with lower self-esteem or things like that, they can be very attractive, even if you're a lawyer like Rebecca. And she probably thought, well, I can help him. I'm a lawyer. I can help him. And she's probably done a lot to help him, I would imagine, just for him to turn around and after 30 years of marriage, he's ready to run off with a 21-year-old right before he's maybe getting released. So let's see what her second message is. He should be ashamed of himself. That is a shame. Okay, so look, this is on his Facebook page, again, that she runs. Oh, Justice Jane is saying, I personally don't think either one should get out of prison. They killed their parents. Listen, I feel like right now, right? Again, it's like the Gypsy Rose stuff where most people are like, let them out, free the Menendez brothers. But there's people exactly like you, Justice Shade, that are a little quieter, but they're just like, no. They literally murdered their parents. They should not be let out. And I think if they are released, people that feel that way are going to be louder online. I really do. And then you see stuff like this, and you're just kind of like, yeah, no. So let me get back to this. So this says, guys, this is not a cheating scandal. Lyle and I have been separated for a while now, but remain best friends and family. I continue to run his Facebook pages, that's plural, with input from him, and I am forever committed to the enduring fight for Lyle and Eric's freedom, as has been so evident over the years. Please keep this page as the abuse survivor support page Lyle wants it to be. I'll continue to update you all on the progress of the case because I believe we all have the common goal of seeing the guys walk free. I will never stop fighting for them. Please continue to join us in this fight. Man, you know what? I'm not buying that. You want him free? So you can see him frolicking 20 miles away from your house with a 21-year-old college student? And you want me to believe that? Sure, Jan. Sorry, but it's ridiculous. It truly is. Okay, so then it says she was not the only. Oh, Oh, let's get to this. She was not the only Menendez family member to comment following our exclusive that English student Millie Buxey is the new woman in Lyle's life, and that they have maintained contact through an illicit cell phone that Lyle has in prison in San Diego. Eric's stepdaughter, Talia Menendez, wrote, I want to make it clear that Eric and Lyle are two separate individuals. The decisions of one brother shouldn't overshadow the truth about the other, she added. I'd appreciate if people would consider my dad for who he is and not based on the actions of someone else. Girl, shut your little mouth. That's what I have to say to that. I'm sorry if that sounds mean. Shut up. Just shut up. This is not your dad. I'm sorry. It's I think what Tammy Menendez did and the decisions that she has made are bad. And now you have Talia Menendez, which I have a weird feeling about her. I have a very weird feeling about her. I think she's like 35 or something. She calls Eric Menendez dad. What kind of dad has this person been? He just calls you on the phone and talks to you. I mean, he's never been to any functions because he's in prison. He's never done anything with you. You know, I have the worst thought in my head about her and Eric, but I'm not going to say it. So anyway, Talia, oh, she's 26? She's not 26. I thought she was older than that. She's 26? Well, that's even worse. Why did I think she was 35? That's even worse. But anyway, Talia 26 wrote, I want to make it clear, that Lyle and Eric separate. The decisions of one brother should overshadow the truth about the other. My family is going through a lot right now, and I'd appreciate it if people would consider my dad for who he is and not based on the actions of someone else. Like, okay, girl. I mean, these brothers, they murder together. They've done a lot together. All right. Talia is the daughter of Eric's wife, Tammy, who refers to him as dad. Like, that's just... Sources told DailyMail.com that Lyle, 56, is so besotted with blonde Millie Buxey, 21, that he has told her he wants to divorce Sneed, who he married in 2003, the month before his new love was born. That's the second time I've read that. But so here is Talia's message that she put on for everyone. Thank you. We love you. Talia Menendez, which this is the other daughter, Josie Rodriguez. So both Tammy's daughters put out statements for Eric, basically saying, don't judge him because of Lyle's bad decisions. I got news for these stepdaughters. I feel like I'm being very pessimistic. And if you guys take it that way, sorry. But I just can't help but to be. I mean, both of Tammy Menendez's daughters have spoke out. Now, Josie Rodriguez is Tammy Menendez's older daughter from a different guy. Okay, so her and Talia have different dads. Talia's dad was essaying Josie, and Tammy Menendez did not report him at all. She started taking Josie to therapy. Josie apparently was doing really bad, nightmares, all this kind of stuff. She was having all kinds of problems from it. The stepdad, Talia's dad, who was Tammy's husband at the time, ended up telling a therapist what he had been doing with his stepdaughter, Josie. And as a mandated reporter, the therapist was going to turn him in. And because of that, Tammy Menendez's husband took his own life. He committed suicide. Good job. Let me see your toe real quick. Oh, I don't think it should still be that red.
No, it's because I peeled all the dry skin off.
But it's still swollen.
Okay.
We'll talk about this in a minute.
Not swollen. It's because I peeled all the dry skin off.
All right. It looks... I don't like the color. It's red. Very, very red.
Well, I peeled the dry skin off. It doesn't hurt me.
Now I might take you back to the doctor so she can just look at it. Let me finish this, okay? Where was I? Sorry, Jace's toe. But anyway, so her first husband took his life because of that, and then she married Eric. Now she was already writing to Eric before the husband took his life. Allegedly, she asked the husband if it was okay, if she could write Eric. He didn't have a problem with it, which again, I guess he wouldn't because he's sleeping with your child. Just saying. Okay, so there's a lot of messed up stuff going on here. Millie, we've already seen that picture. We've already seen she changed her Facebook cover to the, beach in San Diego. 20 miles down the road from Rebecca, who's dedicated 30 years of her life to Lyle. Let me see if there's anything else worth reading. It's kind of the same stuff. But it's funny that the Daily Mail is like ratting him out again because it says, despite being busted, dailymail.com has learned that Lyle has since acquired a second illicit cell phone. So somebody's snitching on him, that he's got another cell phone in there that he's not allowed to have. I mean, you're breaking all these rules and you want to get out of jail. And you know that it heavily depends. Christine, I appreciate that. Okay, that Talia has been visiting Eric since she was about 4 in prison. She considers Eric her father. But do you have children? I have children. I know what it takes to be a parent, and it's very hands-on. Okay, it's not visiting somebody in jail. So I'm just being real with you. I understand that this is what she sees, but has she ever been shown a real father? No, because her biological father took his life when she was very young. So that's all she knows as a dad is Eric. But let's be honest. How much of a father is he behind prison walls? You can't be that much of a parent. You just can't. Hi, Colleen. Thank you for being here. I feel like sometimes, because I even got caught up with it, and I was like, free the brothers. But when I really looked at it, I'm just kind of like, you can only live in a fantasy land for so long. And that's what this is. Again, we have no idea what these guys are going to be like when they get out. Lyle over here having affairs in prison. Second time he's done this to 2 different wives. And yes, Talia may consider, again, Eric her father. But considering somebody as your father and someone actually being a father to you are 2 different things. Okay. I mean, quite honestly, Eric doesn't know the first thing about being a father because he's never truly been one. In name only, in name, but not in reality. And she doesn't even know what a real father looks like. She's never had one. She has Eric in name only. How often does she see her father? How often? I mean, her and Tammy live in Nevada now. I don't know how old Talia was when she moved from Minnesota to California. I don't remember. I know she was young. But even so, I mean, what was she? How often was she going to the prison? Every week? 4 times a month? Twice a month? Once a month? I mean, just think about how much time her dad got with her. Let's be honest. Talia has been raised by a single mother by the name of Tammy Menendez. In reality, she has been. So, I don't want to be mean. I just am being real with it because I highly interested in what's going to happen with this case. And I just kind of go back and forth with it. One day I'm like, I think they should be released. It's time, 35 years. And then other times I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I don't think they should be released. I just kind of go back and forth. I really do. And I think they're going to cause some havoc when they get out. You cannot expect people to be in prison, locked up their entire adult lives, and then let them out of jail, and then nothing's going to happen. There's going to be stand-up citizens. Bullshit. Okay, that is not what's going to happen. Whether the public hears about their antics or not, which I feel like we're going to, because look, I mean, Eric's or Lyle's stuff's being leaked already. And whoever has been sitting on this information has been doing so since March, and it's just now coming out now in November. It's interesting, the timing of this coming out, because of the new DA's statements, because of Governor Newsom's statement. Governor Newsom said he will not grant clemency to them. He could end all this right now. He could just grant them clemency and they could walk out of jail. He's not doing that. He said no. He's leaving it up to the new DA-elect to decide or do what he's going to do with the case. Newsom is not going to be involved. So there's that. I do feel at this time that them getting out looks a heck of a lot bleaker than it did a couple of months ago. Not saying they won't get out. They still might. Who knows? We really just don't know how it's going to end. But the words of that new DA just don't sound good. They really don't. Okay, guys. I didn't realize I've been on here almost 45 minutes. So I'm just going to leave that picture right on up there. Oops. Ah. I hate that. Stop. Oh my gosh, I hate these stupid headphones. I hate these headphones so much. Like if I hit this little button, it automatically takes my volume all the way down and then it won't let me do it back up and yada yada. Wish would stay longer. Well, I would, Justice Jane. I need more people to talk to. I need you guys' opinions more of what you think about this. I mean, you've said yours. And I really do appreciate you, Christine Moramano. I think that's your name. I appreciate your comment. I see what you're saying. I hope I didn't come at you crazy. I wasn't trying to do that. It's just, those are my thoughts about it, So, but all right, guys, please hit the like button on the way out. And I will see you guys next time. I really wanted to do the Kim Porter book. I feel like I say this every stream. I really wanted to do the Kim Porter book, but this was just posted several hours ago. And so, this Rebecca Sneed stuff that I just read out to you, I think was just posted about an hour ago. So it's very, very breaking. So I was like, let me go on here and talk about this because I've talked about their marriages before and wondered aloud about them. But I might be back on later. I know I always say that, but I might be. I wonder how many people have listened to the Kim Porter book and the Diddy case because I don't know. It's the one that I listen to has over 2 million views. So a lot of people have listened, and I just don't know if it would be worth my time to play that and react to it and blah, blah, blah. Plus, I was listening to someone last night and they were saying, oh, it was Gene Deal. Gene Deal was Diddy's bodyguard. I'm sure you guys have seen him all over. He's done a crap ton of interviews, but he was saying that he does not believe that Kim Porter wrote that memoir, which I think it was like her notes or something. And then I think a ghostwriter kind of put it together. That's what I think, but I don't know. It has been published. I mean, you can get it right on Amazon. May justice continue to prevail. You know, I love that we have people with different opinions just in this small chat, because you guys, you know, when this, again, if they are released, you're going to see that divide very large on social media. And I think even the people cheering for them, they're gonna pull a Gypsy Rose Blanchard and stop cheering for them and start picking them apart of their bad behavior on the outside. You know, I just really think that is exactly what's going to happen. So, all right, maybe on later, may not be, but definitely tomorrow. All right. So I will see you guys later. Bye for now, guys.